Poppy Playtime is a game that has tons of hidden stuff. I thought I found them all and told you about it, but no. I found 5 more things you missed in Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. Looking at the success of my previous video, I couldn't help but release a sequel. Let me tell you right off the top, you can watch the previous installment. I hope you'll watch to the end. You don't want to miss the best part, right? This is the PopPlay channel. Let's go! We're in the dungeon, passing the first location at the train station, namely Game Station. I was very curious about where I was. How far away from the main entrance in the factory am I now? I noticed the windows. They gave me a hard time. When I noticed them, I thought it was moonlight, since we came there at night. I flew up there with the help of cheats and realized that it was some kind of lamp, because previously it wasn't hard for the developers to add light coming through the windows. I can explain why they did it. The PlayStation was where the kids were, with whom Mommy Longlegs and possibly other toys were playing. And apparently, so they wouldn't worry about being underground somewhere, they made these lamps. Oh my god, think about it! The toy factory kept the children underground, giving them the impression that it was keeping them safe. But what they were really doing was testing them. For them with Bonzo, Little Ihagi and PJ, and then turning them into toys. God, that's scary. Poppy is not alone. Poppy is a character who helped you at first, but she kind of betrays you at the end. I know you have a different opinion on this. I found secret files from the game in this video, where Poppy continues her dialogue with us while the train is going to the kindergarten. So you should find out what she said to us, because it will turn your perspective on this doll upside down. Anyway, she betrays us. During the scene with Mom and Poppy, I turned on the cheats and decided to fly straight to the PlayStation while the scene slagged off. I flew to where Poppy was, and she was indeed there. I get it. The developers did it so they wouldn't waste advertising every time. And I got the game's resources to load that character. But imagine if Poppy really wasn't alone. We all know there are multiple toys and Poppy boxes galore. Suddenly, Mom has been fishing out Poppy dolls all this time, and the meanest one has just been trapped in a spider web at the top of the PlayStation. If there really are multiple dolls, that would explain her strange changes in behavior and attitude towards us. After all, first you helped us, and then you ditched us. It's an interesting theory, and requires more information. Strange Brawn is out of reach. This is what I found when I was trying to shoot all the bugs in Poppy Playtime for you. At the very beginning of the game, near Elliot's room, there's an invisible passageway through the textures that you can walk through. I locked myself in the room, but I didn't panic, because I knew how to get out. I crawled out of the map, and as I flew down, I noticed something lying in the darkness. It was a very strange toy of bronze with a noose around its neck. It could be the same toy that was hanging near the entrance to Poppy's room. Or, it's creepy to think about. Mommy killed everyone. Mommy Longlegs punished all the toys that were supposed to kill us during her fun, so to speak, games. All the facts are out there, but no one believes it. Everyone thinks that if you go back to the room with the rabbit, it will be there. And if you go back to PJ, his corpse is in the room with the windows. It's really unfortunate that you are being tricked, and you believe. When I was playing the game and digging through the files in parallel, I found a sound in the game that matches this sound. In the files, this sound is called Mommy Kill Banza. And there is an identical sound with Small Haggy. Mommy kills Mini Haggis, and Banza himself is hanging in the web at the game station. But the sound where he kills PJ isn't there, and his corpse isn't there either. After all, it's just an enlarged toy with cheats. Pidgey is the only one of the 3 toys that survived. Pretty boy. Huggy Wuggy survived. In the location after the battle with Pidgey, where we need to catch the doll with Banza, there are a couple of interesting details that the developers left us. They can be perceived in different ways. In this location, we see blue fur and blood. All this clearly belongs to the antagonist of the first chapter, Huggy Wuggy. And there are 2 things here. First, either I prototyped him and dragged him away, where we see claw marks on the walls. And as we know, Huggy Wuggy has claws. He took our Huggy Wuggy to make him a part of himself. And the second is that Huggy Wuggy himself woke up here and tried to hide and regain his powers. I'm sure the developers will bring Huggy Wuggy back, because this is a wild hype for them, you know? I hope you enjoyed this video. Watch these my other videos here and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Pop Play Channel has been with you. Bye, everybody.